right, good afternoon, everyone. Just going to continue my Downey CFL replay here, 1989 season. I'm in week 13. Boy, I shouldn't be in week 13. I should be finished this project already, but just have other things on the go. And I do a football time season too, and those games take a lot longer. And I'm actually fairly well along in that one. This replay, I've kind of been on and off over the year here, and I really just need to get back on it and finish it off. The games can be pumped out so quickly, right? So even if I'm just doing one game a day, I just need to get back on the horse there and get that going. Anyways, let's get going here. Week 13. We'll have a look at week 12 quickly. Edmonton with the win, 57-21 over BC. So BC with the loss, and let's see, Calgary with the loss to Toronto. Who's the other winners here? Hamilton beats Winnipeg. That's a big game there in the East, and Saskatchewan with a big win over Ottawa. Ottawa just sad sack this year, 1989. So anyways, Edmonton with the 11-1. Edmonton powerhouse that year. Saskatchewan 9-3. BC at 7-4, which is fairly close. And in the East, Hamilton is number one team there, and the remainder are just below 500. Toronto 4-8. Winnipeg 3-8-1. Ottawa 2-9-1. Interesting season. I was looking back just earlier before I started the video, and Ottawa actually started out to an incredible start. They were 2-0. Is that page here? Yeah, week 1. Ottawa beats Winnipeg 19-12, and then week 2, Ottawa beats Toronto 24-23 in a real close one. They're 2-0, and then since then they've lost every game, and that's where we stand now. Ottawa. Oh no, sorry, they did tie a game. I'm not sure when that happened, but just not looking good for them. Let's get this going here. Edmonton, Hamilton. So 1989. Edmonton. Just bear with me here while I get the ratings up. That is a Q. Hamilton is an N. Edmonton defense. Boy, what a good defense. -6. Hamilton is a 1. BC. BC lined with an N rating. Saskatchewan with an O. Saskatchewan is a 2 defense. It's not too great. BC, it's also 2 defense, so they're even there. Calgary with an M and a 0 defensive rating. Ottawa with an I. Yeah, that's pretty bad. I with a 1 rating. And Toronto, K. Well, not so much better than Ottawa, actually. The -1 rating for defense, and Winnipeg with a J, and that is a 0 rating. Interesting, like IJK, they're all pretty close. Ottawa, Toronto, Winnipeg. Ottawa 2-9-1, Winnipeg 3-8-1, and we said Toronto, and Toronto 4-8. So yeah, all right. Make our adjustments here. Okay, just a quick pause there. My wife just got home from work, and just going to say hi, but she'll try to be quiet upstairs, so there's not too much noise. Anyways, let's just continue on here. Let's make our adjustments. So how does this work again? We add this, right? So this becomes an R. Well, that's pretty good. And then N -6. I'll just keep this aside. I'm going to need it in a second here. N -6. Let's just look at the scoring chart. And N -6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's an H. An R versus H. Wow. Okay, BC. M, N, O, P. PQ. I remains an I. It becomes an N. That stays a K, and this becomes an I. Oh yeah, I should have wrote down the home ratings. Let's look at that again here real quickly. 89 season, So Edmonton, where are you? 1-1. Hamilton, 1-0. BC, -1-0. Saskatchewan is a 0-0. Calgary, 0-0. Ottawa, -1. Toronto, -1-0. Winnipeg, -1-0. All right, so we add the first number, right? Oh, what am I doing? Actually, we don't need the ratings for the away team. Yeah. If I was on the ball and playing this more often, I would have this down pat already and be quicker. And actually, what I'll do for future videos is I'll try to have all of this already done, and we can just, the video will just be rolling the scores and seeing how it's going. So what we do is we add it and we subtract it. Is that right? Again, if I knew the rules like I should, because I played often, we wouldn't run into this issue again. So, oh, are they over here? Okay, we're ready to mix the page one. So let's just look at the example here. So Calgary is the home team, and they add the first one, and then the second one is they actually subtract that. J minus 1 is I, so yeah. Okay, I'll have to remember that for next time. So this becomes an I rating because you add it, and that's this. They stay at R because it's a 0. So these stay the same, P and Q, because they're zeros and zeros. This is add it, so you actually subtract it. So Ottawa becomes an H. They get worse, and you subtract this one. So subtract negative is a plus, MNO, and then H. Winnipeg also becomes an H. Interesting. And they were a K, so might have some blowouts here, but might have some close games too. So all right, let's just get this show on the road here. Let's get this game going. I got both charts here. I'll just stretch out like that. Nice little coffee stain going there. Must have spilled something. Okay, let's go. What am I rolling? 2d6, yeah. So the green's going to be the first number, and the white the second. So Edmonton and Hamilton. What are we looking at here quickly? Edmonton at Hamilton. Hamilton, oh, first in the west versus first in the east. So we'll start with Edmonton on the R rating. That's a 16. 16 on the R, that's 6 points. Maybe a couple of field goals there. Hamilton on the I rating. Oh boy. Hamilton on the I rating is 2 points. So maybe they scored a safety or something. Or maybe they kicked a couple of rouges, who knows. Edmonton, quarter 2, 24 on the R. Another 6 points. Hamilton, 54 on the I. 54, that's a 7-pointer. So actually, fairly close. We're looking at halftime, Edmonton Eskimos 12, Hamilton Ticats 9s. They're only down by 3. Third quarter action, 25 for Edmonton. That's an R25, another 6 points. I don't know if these are all field goals or if maybe there's some touchdowns without the single. Who knows? Hamilton with the 46. I-46. That's another 7. So they come within only 2 points now. 3's 18, 16. Edmonton with the 24. Edmonton 24, R24. That's another 6 points. Funny. I won't. Well, it's 24 points, but Let's see what happens here. No, I don't think they got it. 36 on the eye chart. 36 is 6 points. I think Edmonton's won this one. That's 24. That's 14, 22, 24, 22. So actually Hamilton making a game of it. Making Edmonton sweat a little bit, with a better roll. Maybe on that first quarter, Hamilton could have that game. So, interesting. BC, Saskatchewan, what are we looking at here? BC, Saskatchewan. Sask is 9-3. BC 7-4-1. So, this should hopefully be a good close game. They're both, it's P and Q, so they're pretty close. So, BC 52. 52. We're looking at 10 points. And Saskatchewan, oh boy, a 12 on the Q. 12. 1 point. It's got 1 with an asterisk. Gotta look at the rules again. 1 point with asterisk. Resolving games. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Oh, when 1 star is revealed, roll a single die. If it's 1, 2, or 3, they've scored 1 point. If it's 4, 5, or 6, they score 0. Okay. Oh, actually, they scored nothing that quarter. 10-0 for the Lions. For the visitors. Second quarter action. 45. 45 on the P chart. 45. That's another 7 points. Touchdown for the Lions. 35 on the Q chart. That's 7 points also. So Saskatchewan gets on the board with a major. So at halftime, the Lions 17, the Riders third quarter action 36. P36. Another touchdown. Yeah, BC's actually playing some good ball. 43 under Q. 43. That is also a touchdown. So after 3 quarters, 24-14 for the Lions. 25 for the Lions. 25 under P. That's 6 points. So actually Saskatchewan needs a really good roll here to win this game. And they get a 53. Is it enough? 53 under the Q. 53 is 10 points. Oh boy, where does... Oh no, they don't have enough. They needed more than that. So final is BC Lions 14, 20, 30. Saskatchewan Rough Riders 24. BC with the win. So they draw closer to Saskatchewan. Interesting. Big win for BC there on the road. All right, Calgary at Ottawa, as we saw. Calgary. 4-8. Ottawa 2-9-1. It's still a big game. They need. Sorry, I'm off camera here, big time. This is a big game for Ottawa. They need this one. We're in week 13, so they played 13 games. They've lost 11 in a row. Their fans are not happy. Can they pull off a win at home here? H-O. And yeah, it's quite a distance, but let's see what happens. Calgary 25. 25. 6 points for Calgary. Ottawa on the H column with a 65. 65. H is 10 points. Ottawa takes the lead. Wow, there's a glimmer of hope. There's a glimmer of hope with the Riders, the Ottawa Rough Riders. Wow, 61 for Calgary. 61 on the O rating. 61. Yeah, 14 points. But right away, the Ottawa fans are brought down to earth. They got a 44. 44 with the H column. 44. That's 6 points. So, not too bad. The Stamps 20, Ottawa 16. They're only down by 4. All right. Calgary with the 23. 6 points. Ottawa, yeah, they need some big rolls here. And they get a 46. 46H. Well, they score a touchdown. After 3 quarters, we're looking at Calgary 26, Ottawa 23. Really, only down by 3. Okay, comes down to the 4th quarter here. Oh, but it's over. I'll tell you right now. 65 on the O column. 65 way down here is 17 points. Calgary says, "All right, enough messing around. We're just gonna take this game under our control." Ottawa with an H, 36. 30. Where are we looking at? 36. Come on, 36 H is 6 points. Definitely not enough. Final score we're looking at, that's 20, 37, 43 for the Stamps, and 10, 22, 29. So bit of a blowout in the last quarter. Yep, Ottawa with another loss. Calgary with the win. Well, Calgary with the win. Well, BC with the win too. So Calgary helping themselves a little bit, but they're still in last place in the West. Okay, H and K. This might be a good game. Toronto, Winnipeg. What are we looking at there? Toronto 4-8. Winnipeg 3-1. So if Winnipeg wins this game, they take second place in the East. So a big game for them. And Toronto, Hamilton lost, so Toronto with the win could draw closer to first place. All right, here we go. Onto the K column. We're just going to be on this column here. So K55. Wow, good roll. K55. That's only 7 points though. 7-0 lead. Winnipeg, what do you got for us? 51 H. 51. That is also 7. Couple touchdowns. We're tied at 7 after quarter 1. Whoa, wow. 65. K65. 14 points. That could be the game right there. Oh, wow. Look at that. 65 also for Winnipeg. Winnipeg H. But their 65 is only 10 points. But they're staying in it. They're down by 4. Toronto, 3rd quarter, 44. Toronto K44. It's another touchdown. Winnipeg 46. 46. And that is what? H. 46H. That's 7 points. Still Toronto up by 4. Comes down to the 4th quarter here. 4-point game. 36. K36. That's 6 points. All right, Winnipeg. What do you got for us here? Under the H column. Oh, H64. Does this do it for them? H64. 7 points. I don't think it does. If we would have had a 65, 10 points, maybe. So our final is Toronto Argonauts 20-34. Winnipeg Blue Bombers 21-31. 31-34. Huh? It was close. If they would have got a 65. Oops. That was a 6, sorry. 65 instead of a 64. We would have had a tie game. But, yep. All right. Some good action there in Week 13. Thanks for joining me. Till next time.